Hey guys, BAKD here. Today I'm going to be attempting business magnate in a frigate. I'm going to be flying my succubus. This mission right here I think gives a 50 million ISK reward. Cost me 22 million ISK to purchase. I'm not too sure if that's the actual reward once I complete it, ever since things changed, but I think it used to be 50 mil or something like that. Just how I am fit right now, I've got the small pulse lasers. They're a little bit more DPS. The beams take way too long to do anything. I do have a group large shield booster to keep my shield topped up. The activation time on this is 20 seconds, so it's not too reliable, just to kind of top me up between waves. I'm not sure about elites. I'm going into this mission completely blind, so I have a predator and a scram for any elites that try to barrel out at me. I have my medium shield extension. I have a C-type gyro stabilizer just for the extra damage, which I equipped the wrong one. Wish they would change the icon. Heat sink is what I was looking for that extra damage. There we go. Now we're 341. So a heat sink, so don't get those confused, because I almost ran this whole mission with the wrong thing. And then a C-type afterburner just for the speed tank. Rig-wise is about the same as always. I have a collision for damage, 2 shield resistances. I have flight velocity, inertia, and then just a tier 1 capacity multiplier. I don't really have too much of a problem with capacitor. What I would like to do, I'm not sure about the waves, but I might swap either my web or my scram for a NOS. My power grid is just about maxed. Let's just check this, 9. So what I'll do, I'm going to unequip my scram for now and put a small NOS on there, just so I don't run out of cap or get drained or something. I don't really have anything that reps, but if I pop this and my heat sink, it does chew through my capacitor pretty quick. I'm going to put that scram in my inventory just in case I get stuck. I do have my adaptive C-type and my small shield field mod for the damage control if I need to swap them out here. But let's go ahead and accept this mission. Go into our encounters. Business magnate. So essentially we have 2 annihilates. Potentially I might only show you the last wave on the first annihilate, and then I'll show you the whole mission on the second one, just kind of sped up. Yep, 50 million ISK reward, and we do get a investor supply chest, which I will probably just be opening, but that will be an additional 13 mil in my pocket. So that almost pays for the banner itself, kind of offsets it in a sense. But I will be doing this in a solo frigate. Let's see if it's even possible. Don't want to forget my scram before I go, and I'll see you on the inside. Peace. Well, here we go. Just kind of reorganize things a little bit. Well, the first wave is pretty easy. Just the Brutix is going to take pretty much forever to kill. Let's just go to 5. We'll have my afterburner on the whole time. Just start off by killing this Brutix. So the E-War that is hitting me is a sensor dampener. So this should be pretty easy. I see a newt there. I'm wondering if I'm going to get newted out on this. But yeah, we'll get right into it. I'll see you back on the last wave. Alright, so I am coming to the last rat on the 4th wave. I only showed the last wave in this. The first 3 waves were absolute cake. I could have put 2 gyro stabilizers, or 2 heat sinks on instead of the shields. I could have even swapped the large group booster for a target painter just to try to completely maximize my DPS. The 4th wave was the hardest. It spawned about 5 or 6 elites, and yep, there we have it. So we have completed that. On to our next one. Let's skip all this. So I'm going to go loot all of the elites, and we'll check the loot. But the 4th wave was the hardest. Like I was saying, there was about 7 elites, and 4 to 5 of them had webs and scrams. My shield dropped down to about 50%, but with the extender and the group shield booster, I was able to tank and slap them out. If I were to have gotten webbed inside of the pack without luring the elites out first, I think I may have been in trouble. It would have been very close. So potentially on that last wave, I would have equipped more defense. I would have went with my invulnerability shield in that spot, and for down below, I might have swapped my NOS for a small shield module. But I was able to complete the first anomaly in 45 minutes. I'm kind of worried about the second anomaly. I think it's going to take much longer than that, at least an hour and a half. I'm going to go ahead and record the entire first to last wave, and the first and second wave I'm going to go all out DPS, and the third and fourth I'm going to put all out defense on. So the last 2 waves are going to be extremely slow, but it's going to be basically more safe. I don't want to risk my succubus for only a 50 mil IS drop that I spent 22 mil on. So let's go ahead and loot up really quick. I'll show you the loot and we'll move on. Alright, so this is all the loot. The estimated price is not correct. These are the things that I already had. So it says about 10 mil in ISK. I'd say it's probably 5 to 8 mil. It's kind of weird how a rat dropped an aura warp core and didn't warp away. I didn't have him scrammed, but he must have just been an idiot. The Galante ship debris doesn't go for much, 6k pop, so it's not, in my opinion, worth it to loot all of the rats. I did pop a Mark 7, let's see if I can see it really quick, or what they have on here. My cargo container. Some of the battle cruisers and cruisers drop large weapons. These sell for 245k, so it might be worth it to go through and loot all these. I probably left around 1 to 3 mil loot on the ground, but I don't really mind too much. I just don't want to waste time. I just want the completion on this. And the last elite wreck has a 400k pilfer adaptive. I just jettisoned something, so unfortunately I'm going to have to leave this. This is quite a bit of ISK, and I normally wouldn't leave that, but it is time to move on. Let's head off to our next encounter. That one only took 45 minutes, which was nice. We are 11 jumps out, which is kind of a bummer. Now, before we warp, we do want to open the star map and make sure we are not going through nullsec. A few of my buddies have auto-routed after a PvP trip through just the auto-generated path, and they went through Syndicate and got slapped out. So this is the first thing you want to do before heading to a mission. Alright, I'm going to go store everything in the station, and I'll see you back in 10 jumps. Alright, we are at the second encounter on our storyline mission. The first and second wave supposedly should be cake. I honestly have no idea since the update, so we are just going to chance it with the same setup as we had before. I'm trying to maximize my efficiency here, but the third and fourth wave, I'm definitely going all defense. I'm going to go and just warp in at 15. We are going to turn off our AFK settings. So the whole last battle, I had auto lockback and auto orbit target. I removed those settings, and I'm going to kind of manual this one so it's not as AFK, but I just don't want to risk a succubus. So let's turn on our ships here. We already got one web. Let's take out this guy. Get our afterburner on. What we are going to take out first are any webs and any energy neutralization. Because sometimes these guys have newts, or the Nosferatus are pretty deadly, so those are the two in this wave. And then I could switch my settings back and just AFK the rest. But let's just play it safe on this one. We do have a scram on us on the Algos. I guess we can take that guy out next. It's not really needed, but yeah. I'm probably going to fast forward this through this wave, and then on the second wave I'll come back and talk a little bit about what's going on and my thinking behind it. My large shield booster repairs about, I think, 7 to 8%, which is quite a bit, but it's on just an extremely long cooldown, so it's not too reliable. It's just for me to get topped up, essentially. Alright, let's fast forward this baby. I'll see you at the next wave. So we're coming up on the end of this wave. I'm going to get away from the entry point there. I gotta kill him first, I guess. But I want to get as far away as I can. Perfect. So they are plenty far enough away. Don't think they're really going to be able to hit me out here. What I'm looking for now is what are micro warp driving to me. You see how some of them are coming out of the pack. Let's go ahead and get this correct. So these two, I'm going to lock. I don't see any elites. I don't know why the lock button wasn't on there. These guys are just flying in a million miles an hour. Got him webbed. Doesn't look like I need the scram, but both of these guys have scrams, it looks like. I don't think these are elites, but I could be wrong. They don't have elites after them. Let's take this guy out. Go for that Atron. Got a few more coming out of the pack we will take out. Now, after I take out the stragglers there, the rest are just kind of smaller tiered battleships. I'll probably take the destroyers out first because they are the easiest to kill, and then I can pretty much AFK the rest of Wave 2. So the only thing I'm getting hit by currently is the Celestius trying to Nosferatu me. So what I'm going to do is preemptively just lock all three of those. Those are going to be my primary targets. I don't think anything spicy is going to happen in this wave. So I'm going to fast forward this, and once we get to wave 3, I'm going to warp out and slap on some defense. I can pop my group shield booster just to kind of get a little bit extra shield there. But alright, I will be back towards the end of this wave. Well, I'm just about coming to the end of Wave 2. I found something off into the distance. We do have to get away from the spawn point there. I chose not to change my setup yet. I'm going to get ready right when this dies to approach. And I chose the wrong direction to approach, but we're still pretty far away. We have 13 rats. Let's go ahead and just get out of the pack and drag some out. So far, I haven't needed a micro warp drive. These ones are actually going fairly slow. Let's see if I can ping that last one. Okay, so far so good. Let's knock off these fast rats. Typically they're the ones with the EWAR webs. Let's get into range, web them up, got them. Yep, and you see that interceptor web me, but there is nothing even close enough to help out. The Algos only, yep, Algos had a web. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, I'm going to lock some of the smaller destroyers. Getting some good bounty drops. I think I got a couple 2 mils, 1.5, so it's paying out pretty good. Okay. What is that? The Celestis? I guess we can take the Celestis out next because he's somewhat out of the pack. Probably just has a small afterburner of some sort. Let's pop on our web. It's alright if we orbit right into the pack. We should have taken out enough webs to slap this guy out pretty quick. And our heat sink is coming up soon. Oh yeah, nothing to worry about. And then we will just slowly take out everything else. All the small ships first, and then it looks like there's a group of about 5 cruisers and battleships in the back. And those pretty much, even with the web or two, have we're in no immediate danger with those. They're tracking so slow they can't even hit us. So once we take these 5 ships out, we are clean sailing. Maybe I'll keep our setup the same and not go tanky yet, unless we have some problems and like 10 elites come shooting out of the pack on the last wave. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I'll see you on the next wave. Alright, so we are entering wave 4. We're just going to get out of the pack and do the same technique. Just kind of go way out here and see who comes out with us. Oop, don't approach that guy yet. I don't know why it doesn't. Oh, I feel silly. The lock button was in the center. Okay, we got those guys locked. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, we can take these guys off. I was AFK and turn the auto lockback, or the auto orbit target, which I will now remove. Let's bang all these guys out. So we are getting hit by one web by the Algos. That was the one. We are getting hit by 2 Nosferatus, 5 sensor dampeners, and a scramble. Not too big of a deal. And I turned my auto lock back on. Almost flew into the giant wave of rats. Not what we were looking for. Definitely not AFK this part. So now these are going to be the two closest ones, along with that elite Vexor sniper. That guy will definitely be a problem, so let's let him get close and start taking out the other rats outside of the pack. I got all the ones locked that I need so far. What I'm going to do is save my extender and my heat sink for that elite. That will be a tough elite to crack down on, so we have 15 rats, so we definitely can't face tank right in the middle. Should be right outside everybody's orbit. Okay, capacitor's doing great. I think once we take out all 5 of these, we should be good again to AFK, but I will check the elite list in a moment. And what I think I'll do is I will pop the heat sink now. Just get rid of these Celestius. That elite Vexor is out of the pack enough where I think we'll be good. And you see how we're just orbiting right in the middle of the pack there. Nothing's really webbing us, so that's good. Okay, we get a few shots off on the next one with our heatsink on. Probably turn that off. Now while we're waiting, let's just look through our list. Elite Talos, Elite Thorax, and Elite Vexor. So those 2 elites potentially could have scrams and webs, but they are very slow battleships, so we can clear out essentially everything around them and then kind of move in on them. They're going to take a very long time to kill, so as long as we kill these smaller ships before we move on to those, we should be good. I think I'll probably knock these 3 ships off before I take that elite Vexor. These ones will be quick and easy. I feel pretty comfortable right now. Nothing's webbing me, nothing's scramming me. Knock this guy off. Yeah, I got another Atron there. Might as well take the easy ships out first. What the heck? Let's pop our group shield just to get topped up once. Didn't get the orbit quick enough, so we missed our first shot there. Efficiency for the win. We are down to 11. After these 2, we will be down to 9 rats, and we are going to pretty much AFK. If anything weird happens, I'll let you know, but let's just fast forward it from here. I think we're in the clear. Alright, so we are nearing the last wave. Hopefully there's not going to be a wave 5, or if I miscounted or something. We have 28 loot wrecks, so before killing this rat, what I would do is I would warp to a station and, well, back up there. I will start looting everything until I'm completely full. Then I will warp to a station all of the loot, come back before this last rat is dead, and get the rest of the loot. I'm only going to grab the elites and probably the battle cruisers and whatever else I can before I get full. There's probably quite a bit of loot on these. I only see 3 elites, well, 2 plus the one I'm killing. For some reason, encounter 2 was easier than the encounter 1, wave 4. I'm not really sure why, or yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Okay, so we do have a wave 5. So I'm gonna orbit off into the distance and do the exact same thing. Wait for these guys to come out and slowly start taking them out. I had my auto lock back off. Lock that guy. Lock that one. Lock that one. Lock, lock. Those are all the ones coming out of the wave. What I'm gonna do, this one looks like he has a micro warp drive, so I'm gonna pop him first, and I'm gonna make sure it's outside of the giant pack there, because there probably are quite a few webs. So let's orbit this one. Okay, got him webbed, and he should go down pretty quick. Does have a micro warp drive, so he still is moving pretty fast, but it doesn't seem like it matters. Oof. I just got a little freaked out. I thought I hit my webs and it pulled up. I was like, oh god, 5 webs on me? Well, that's not right. Okay, we have a scram and a web, so the first thing I want to do is take out the web, and then I guess potentially the scram, which are both on the rat I'm on. Okay, we are doing good. Now, if we look at our ship list, there should be more elites in this wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like an Algos and a couple of, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, a Brutix. They just have it mislabeled on there. So 2 elite battle cruisers. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pop all these small ships first and rinse and repeat. I think we should be more than well off now. We just don't want to get close to those elites because they do have webs and scrams on them. If we get double or triple webbed, we might be in trouble. I think we are doing good. Just web this elite up. I think after we pop this elite, we should be good. Yep, so the elite is scramming and webbing us. So that is the next one. Should go down pretty quick. I do have energy being absorbed, so I will lock these 2 next. Okay, we are completely full shield, so we'll turn off our group shield booster. So the elites look like they may have afterburners. You see how close they're getting here? We do have 2 interceptors, though, we can take out, and then the elite. I think that would be the best course of action. What I'll do, I'll pop my shield extender, because I was taking a little bit of damage. Need to get this other Celeste down so we get the Nosferatus off us and we can recharge effectively. Okay, got him. There are 3 small ships there we can pop out real quick. So we just got scrammed by something. I'm just going to watch my bar. Celeste Ewar scrammed and webbed by the Vexor Sniper. So that will be a high value target, but I'm going to pop out these Atrons first because they'll be 2 shots and dead. Might even go for the Algoses next just because they're so easy to kill. 1 web is only bringing me down to 1400 meters a second, so I don't really mind. I'm still speed tanking effectively. My shield booster is popping off there, just keeping me completely topped up. Okay, I think we are doing good. I think we can AFK now. That is the last elite that I'm going to kill. In line here, I got rid of all the frigates, destroyers, and now cruisers in line. And of course, our #1 priority is the webifiers, but 2.3 million IS drop. I like it. So I think we are pretty safe. I'm going to kind of just lock what I think should go next are the Vexors, and I'm going to go pretty much AFK. We got rid of the hard part of the wave, and I'm going to set my auto orbit next target, and we are going to AFK effectively. Just see if there's anything else easy I can bang out. Yep, right there. Perfect. Alright guys, I'll see you at the end of this wave. Alright, that just took a little bit, but this should be the last and final wave. To be honest, I'm not sure if that was wave 4 or 5, but that should be the last wave. And we will get our reward in just a second here. And pop goes the Broodix. Alright. There we go. Mission upload data. 48 million in the bag. And we got a supply chest. Now let's check out our loot. We've got 40 wrecks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elites. I'm gonna loot the elites and then the battle cruisers and see how much we can get. We just got a 2.6 mil ISK drop. I'm gonna go ahead and loot everything and I will be back in just a minute. Alright, so I looted as much as I could. I had to jettison a couple things worth around 400k. Our total loot is, it says 16 million ISK. I took the highest value stuff. You see there are 28 wrecks here. I estimate there's anywhere from probably 2 to about 10 million ISK in drops there. Let's go ahead and warp to a station and see if our anomaly despawns. That's where I was saying you can leave the last rat, take an entire inventory full of loot to the station, and then come back before you kill the last rat. But if we warp out and check our anomaly list, yep, it despawned. So all 28 wrecks are gone. If you're trying to earn the most ISK possible, I would definitely save that last rat and potentially be the battle cruiser because he can't hit you for crap. And then go back in, loot some more, and repeat until it's all cleared out. Or you can just pop the last elite and then loot all the elite wrecks. That's usually what I do, but there's quite a few good drops that I was seeing. I did get 22 Galante ship debris. I'll just type that in, 22. It's not too much, 148k, but you can break this down for some materials. But alright, we popped out 48 mil for the completion, minus the 22. I'm going to go ahead and warp to the other station where my loot is, add everything up, and see how much profit we got and how long it took me. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I've added up the time and the total ISK I made on this. I did get the 48 million bounty, mission drop. I got about 10 to 15 million ISK in just bounty drops. You can see here, we got a whole bunch of 50, 2.4, 2.1. Lots of good bounty drops off killing the rats. For the total loot, all I was able to loot was, it says 23 mil, but it comes out to about 15 million ISK. So the total profit I made was around 80 million ISK. Now this whole venture took me about 2 hours to 2.5 hours. I took lots of bathroom breaks and I AFK'd a whole bunch. So I can definitely speed up my runs. I think I could probably get it to 1.5 hours if I rolled with 2 heat sinks on the waves that I know I could. I didn't really use any tank whatsoever on the first 2 waves of both anomalies. It seems like the first encounter is much tougher than the second one. Maybe because I was just face tanking it, but that's just what I think. But that's not too bad. 80 million ISK in a 2.5 hour period. I could definitely speed this up if I took someone along with me or my alt in a starboard fleet issue. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Business Magnate in a frigate. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.